Now here's the agent's back end. This is what the agent sees when an agent signs into his personal. It's a contact management site, is what it is. So now you can see it says welcome. Over here, if an agent wants to go on vacation, they click that and they will not participate in the round robin again until they come back and sign on. So they go on vacation. It doesn't penalize them. You can see he has some new mail from some of his leads. Hopefully it's nothing salacious, so I'm going to view it, see what that says. And again, as the broker, you can see everything that's going on the site. Oops, there it goes, making it through. I don't know what that means. Okay, so I guess he'll have to save that. Once one of these is saved, again, it disappears from there, but it's always in the person's email. So these are emails that have come in. It'll also show emails that were sent out for an individual, but we'll get to that in a second. You can also set reminders for yourself. So it's showing here that he has no reminders set up right away. You can see we also so for example, say he wants to add a new reminder, he can just put a date in there on the 30th. Just pick a person, and I'm going to say call him for showings. Add new reminder. Okay, so now what it's showing is he's got a reminder. So on the 30th, he'll go to his computer, he'll open it up, and he'll say, this is the person's name, and that's the message, call him for showings. And once he completes it, he just clicks there, and that task will now disappear. Okay, but again, it's a good contact management thing. It's good so that you can keep track of what you're doing. If you look down here, it says leads. These are all different folders that show the different status of leads as they've come on. Just scroll down just a bit. You can see he's got new, which are not, there's no new leads. You have no new leads. Okay, so nothing's shown up there. Retry. Click on that. And people that he should be retrying should show up. May not have any people that he wants to retry. Okay, let's look for active leads. I wonder if... Oh, okay. So these are active leads that he's currently been working with. You can see the price points, where they are now, their names, how many listings they've saved, how many they've viewed. This guy's looked at 215 different properties. He came on March 13th of 2011. His last time, he hasn't been on since the 14th. So, or I'm sorry, April of 2011. So I might want to send something to him just to keep him going. This one signed on in April 10th and has been on since May. So again, you want to he's probably going to want to go back to these people and start sending emails to them just to try to get them back to the site. I'm going to click on this one that says activity here. Now again, Cyril has not been part of the site for about a month or so, so he probably hasn't been working too many of these people, which is unfortunate because these people have been to the site within the last 7 days. What he should be doing is sending out emails to all of these people. And again, some of them have phone numbers, some of them don't. But at the very least, we've collected their email addresses and we got an idea of what they're looking for. I'm going to click on this guy here. He was on the 27th. He originally signed up January 9th. And if I click on him, it's going to bring me up to his personal page. That's his name. That's where he is. This is the average of the properties he's looked at. He's viewed 18 properties. Again, he came on the 9th of January. Last time he was on was the 27th. And it's saying he's just looking. He's inactive, but he's still looking. So he did not leave any phone numbers, which, again, is not a problem. Here's emails that were sent to him on January 9th. The welcome letter came to him. Important. When a person first signs up for the site, they get a welcome email. I'll just quickly show you what that looks like. This is basically what it says. There's a real person behind this website. My name is Cyril Beaton. I'm a realtor at Exit Island Beach Realty, ServinGrevard.net. Feel free to view as many properties as you like. Okay, so that's the email that they automatically get as soon as they sign up. It's computer generated. The person doesn't have to do anything but send it out. So again, it happens almost instantaneously. So that's a good thing. It shows them that you're responding. There's a real person, and we suggest that the agent send out another email within the next 24 hours. If they do, they got a much better chance of capturing the person. And I'm going to show you a bunch of emails to send an email to the person. It's real simple. You just click on the person's name, you put in a subject, and you can either type everything in over here. Hi, my name is Cyril. Welcome to the club. Talk to you soon, and something to that effect. But we also have default responses, and you can just select a response. If they've requested more information on a property, you click on that. And this is the response. Here's the MLS link to the property inquired about. Please feel free to contact me. And then you can paste a link actually there. You just highlight it and put a paste. If say they say they already have a realtor. I'm already working with somebody. You can click on that, and here's a nice canned response. I respect that you have a realtor, but ask yourself, are they really providing you with all the tools and information you need to satisfy your real estate needs? Are they sending you properties consistently, or are they having to find them on their own? Is this why you're looking on my site? I'd like you to know that I have all the tools to search for the right home for you. If you're not under contract with a realtor, very important, if you're not under contract at this point and you feel you're not going to get the best service, then we should definitely talk. Keep you in mind. I represent my clients, da-da-da-da. Okay, so these are, again, all canned responses that are preloaded on the system for you. Now, say you have a personal response that you send to people for stuff. You can actually type them in, and you can save them. Now, Cyril, I believe, has a bunch. Here's the importance of alerts. Let's see what that one says. Good morning. The importance of alerts. Thank you for joining our website. The Send Me Alerts function is a neat little way to be informed of new properties that meet your search criteria. When a new property is listed, you receive an email. When I receive a new property, it's listed an email to notify you of the property. And again, he wrote this himself. There looks like there's maybe a typo or two, but that's okay. And then you just click Use Response, and it shows up here. And again, all your contact information will be here. Then you just click Send Email. That's as simple as it gets. Okay, I'm going to return to the previous page, which again brings me back to Don's site. Again, the agents can keep notes on this prospect. You just type in the note. Call him when you get a chance. Update comments. And it timestamps it, and it gives you that note. Really good stuff. Mortgage information. Okay, this is shared with the mortgage broker. So say you want to have your mortgage broker. Now, we have a mortgage broker that actually pays us to be on the site. I'll get into that in a minute. But say you want to say, please email info to this person. Okay, if I click Update Comments, what's going to happen is the mortgage broker is going to get that little message, and it'll be up to them then to contact the person. Now, I'm not going to save it on this one because it's not asked for information. Listing alerts. You can add alerts for the person so that you can do a very basic search for them, add alert, and every time something in those parameters comes up, they will get an automatic email from the system with that property. Again, the whole idea is to keep them coming back to your site. Listing history. these are all the listings that he has looked at. Obviously, he's looked at mostly in Merritt Island, you can see. These are the MLS numbers, and these are the prices, beds, baths, the dates that he's viewed all these properties. And if you want to send them an email, you can send an email about the properties or whatever. Okay. Now, all the way down here, it says show addresses. Disallow the visibility of addresses for this user. What my agents typically do is, if the person's out of town, they'll allow the addresses to be displayed on the listings, because they're not going to just go by and call the person on the sign. They're obviously working with you. But if it's a local person, a lot of times they'll disallow the addresses so that the person may see a property, but they're going to have to call our agent to get more information. And that's available. Every single person on the site that has signed up has their own individual page on the site. So I'm going to go back to the main page, and we'll just kind of work our way down. Again, this is the agent's contact management. If you get people that are, they're just not looking at anything, they're not coming back, you can actually put them into this trash bin, and then you don't basically have to worry about them. They're not going to keep getting stuff. You can get sellers or renters. Okay, say we're looking for somebody by their first name, or we know we have somebody in there. Pardon me. And we can't think of what their name is, or we can't remember their email address, so let's look them up by their first name, and we're going to put in Bob. And we're going to do a search. And it's looking for all the Bobs. All right, there's everybody with the name Bob that is signed up on his site. So now, hopefully that would refresh his memory of everybody named Bob and see if he can help them out. Online leads, this would be if someone is actually on the site right now as we speak. Here's a really great feature. It's for advertising. You can actually advertise any listing in our office. All of our agents can do that. And that didn't work for some reason. We'll come back to that. And again, you can see all the number of leads that this agent has had every time that he's been for the past 6 months. In May is when he actually moved out of the county, so that's why he's off the system. But again, some people have signed up probably from old marketing that he may have done. He is actually still active with our brokerage, but he doesn't live in the area anymore. But it's great for him because he can still get referrals. If anybody's looking to buy, he can always refer them to one of our other agents. We even have a suggestion box. Your feedback and opinion is important. The great thing about our system is our programmer is very open to making changes to make your site better. He can do almost anything within reason, I guess. But we try to tailor the site to the brokerage. So if there are suggestions, he looks into it, sees if he can do it, and he responds back to the people, or we will respond back. So this is the back end for the agents, and again, the broker, because you want to be able to see what your agents are doing, you can go into it at any given time to make sure that the agents are working it. Because if they're not working the system, it's not going to work. We expect our agents to close anywhere from 1% to 3% of the leads that they get. So it's important. As a brokerage, we only let agents that are full-time onto the system because they will work the system. The agents can set up their people so that they get an automatic email when someone new signs up. So if a new person signs up to the site, an automatic email goes to that agent. So if I was to sign up, this is Cyril's email address, and if he has his email forwarded to his smartphone, then of course he can answer the person real quick, or at least try to make contact. in a live basis versus just the canned responses that we talked about earlier.